All right, very quick video. I just want to thank everybody for their comments on YouTube and on my Patreon. Um, we have a very dynamic community chat going on in the Patreon. Everybody sharing their grow pictures and their experience and asking questions, and everybody replying and helping each other out, which is exactly what I wanted, which is freaking awesome. But for those that are following me on YouTube, I really appreciate you. You know, any like you can give, all that stuff to help the algorithms and crap. I can't even monetize YouTube yet, and it's not even. That's a whole nother thing. But I appreciate the comments a lot, because I tell you what, first of all, you know, the thank you comments to me, I really heartfelt appreciation for them. It keeps me going, because I know that I'm not just, you know, speaking to the air, and if I can help anybody with this, it really makes my day. But also, a lot of people post ideas or comments on, you know what, I do this differently, or you can also do that, and I love those, because everybody can learn from that. Sharing what we've learned, the little tricks here and there, that's awesome. And on the YouTube comments, that helps. And I've turned some of those YouTube and Patreon comments and questions, especially the questions, I've turned them into videos that have helped other people. Like the last PP5 agar cups video that I made was specifically to talk about dealing with condensation and stuff, because I've gotten a lot of questions about that I've covered in other videos, but I wanted to make a video specifically about that, so that people could find it easily, and address specifically that which I had touched upon before, and I thought I had explained it enough. But that's one example of how people's questions and comments turn into videos that help other people. So I really appreciate those comments and on both YouTube and Patreon. Really appreciate that. I really appreciate you guys backing me up on the channel, and obviously if you can join Patreon, it helps me and the whole community. Keep that community going, and I tell you, everybody's growing. It's so awesome. The community is growing, and it's so cool to see people's pictures of their grows, their agar work, and people that have never done agar before are getting into it and all that stuff. But I don't want to get into all that. I've already talked to you about that before. I really appreciate it. But the main thing I want to talk about is, I really appreciate the comments on YouTube, because they help other people, especially when you talk about stuff that you do, and some stuff I won't personally do, because I do things simpler. But it's great, because other people may do it, and I may do it in the future. I don't know. And also it plants seeds that later on I can go, oh, that's what this guy said, blah 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 blah. You know, it's really cool. It helps a lot. And keep them coming. Keep those comments coming, and share what you know, and share your expertise, and the little tips and tricks. Sometimes one little tip, man, will make your day, will help you. So another thing is about the comments, I don't delete them. We had an issue where one of my subscribers could not get a comment in, and at one point I tried to reply to one of the ones that did come through, and it wouldn't let me reply to it. I don't know if something with his account, I don't know. It's the only time that I've heard of it. But please let me know. I don't know how. Let me know in the comments. If you can't post a comment, I don't know. But if I could find out somehow. But YouTube is just weird. But if I remember right, I've only deleted one comment in my Kitchen Mycology channel, which was, and here's when I delete them. And it's only happened once. If somebody just goes, "Well, this is stupid," why are you doing that? You're just trolling. I don't feed the trolls. I am not gonna get into why do you say it's stupid, blah blah blah, and get into all that crap. I'm not gonna do that. Those comments I will delete because it doesn't help me. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help anybody watching the videos, following the channel. It doesn't help anybody. Well, that's just stupid or some crap like that, or that's wrong. Okay, educate me. If is it wrong? Why do you think it's wrong? If we talk about it, I may learn something, you may learn something, we both may learn something, we may learn different ways of doing stuff. Comments like that are just trolling. I don't feed the trolls. I will delete them. Doesn't help anybody. So I believe I only deleted one. Funny enough, people get really, really, really passionate about knots. You would not believe it. I've had such passionate comments about I tied the knot wrong in my other knot channel, Captain Knots. If you tie the rope under instead of over or some crap, my God, people go nuts about knots. And again, if you tell me I tied it wrong, I will look it up and make sure that I'm tying it right and blah blah blah. If you just say this is wrong, okay, or that knot sucks, or you're stupid, delete. I don't care. But I think the mushroom community is one of the best communities out there. Everybody seems to be really helpful and just warmer towards each other and understanding. It's a great community. I love it. So, one time somebody said, "Why are you doing Ziplocs? Why don't you just use the jars?" But it was an honest to God question, and he said he just wrote that first, and I gave him a few replies because of this, and this, and then he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to come off like I'm being an asshole. I'm seriously asking." And I said, yeah, well, and I gave him a bit more details on it, and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna give it a try." That is good. That's what I'm talking about. Some people may put the first comment and it sounds dry, and if I ask on top of that, usually they'll elaborate and we'll get into a conversation and we both learn. But stuff like I mentioned that doesn't help anybody, I'm not gonna get into. But asking why, even if it's short and sweet and dry, then we can get into a conversation. And if I reply and then the person just answers like a dick, I'm not gonna keep going. I'll just leave it at that. So there's comments and there's comments, and we're lucky that in the Kitchen Mycology community, I tell you, I've only had to delete one, and it wasn't anything nasty or anything. It was just something I can't even remember because I delete them and don't think about them anymore. But it was something like that. "Oh, this sucks." Okay, delete. And it was only one, which is a super, YouTube, comments on YouTube. So we're lucky. And yeah, good comments. Keep them coming. I really appreciate it. And let's keep this going. Thank you.